All right, everybody, I'm going to need you to stick with me on this one. This might be a longer video than what I normally do, but I have a theory.
Hold on to your butts.
So we all saw the absolutely heartbreaking news that R-Truth's contract will not be renewed by WWE, and he will be essentially gone from the company. On top of that, we also ended up learning that Carlito is getting the same treatment. His contract will also not be renewed, and he will be leaving the company. Of course, we as fans are all heartbroken and saddened and completely confused. On top of that, it would seem the locker room is equally as confused, with many of them tweeting out their love for R-Truth, even some of them going as far as to call the company they very much work for, TKO, to be ruthless. It's been pretty crazy. And it quite honestly doesn't make sense. Why do you not find a way to keep R-Truth around? Like, he is a national treasure. But some other stuff has happened, and I'm wondering, is this all one big work? Now, before you guys jump down my throat, again, I don't mean any ill will towards anybody, and it's most likely a shoot. My theory is like a 0.01% chance of happening. But as a former worker, I tend to think everything's a work, so I have to kind of work through that. I said work a lot there. But between Carlito getting released and R-Truth getting released, a couple other unique things have happened. Last week, Gunther removed all acknowledgement of WWE off of his Twitter. All pro wrestling acknowledgement, including deleting any tweets or videos about WWE and pro wrestling. Then we found out yesterday, or maybe it might have been earlier today, The Miz did the exact same thing. The Miz, WWE company man Miz, has removed all acknowledgement of WWE on his Twitter. So what if these releases and these moves by Gunther and Miz are a work? What if they're going to bring them back in some form of faction? Which, granted, Carlito and R-Truth are kind of the opposite of what Gunther wants and kind of be mad about the stuff he likes, but what if we're going for a character change with Gunther, but also character changes for Truth and Carlito, and The Miz can fit just about anywhere? The other part of this is that maybe they don't bring them all back as some kind of faction, but they did. WWE just approved Carlito going to an independent wrestling company in Puerto Rico and winning their title. Now, he's only got like 2 weeks left on his contract. Why would they not just tell him to go to their next show instead of paying the man to go to the show to win a championship? That's weird, right?
That's suspicious. That's weird.
So what if the plan is to put them on Legends contracts? And specifically with R-Truth, something closer resembling what they did with Braun Strowman. A lot of us were surprised when Braun Strowman got released, but then we come to find out that, one, he is having issues, he still has some paralysis in his leg, a full-time schedule just wouldn't work. So he's gone off to host a new show for NBC, but he's also been told that he'll be brought back when needed for short runs, like 3 to 4 month runs, when the story needs a big man who can work and do the job. What if R-Truth gets a similar contract? What if R-Truth gets to come back on short spurts instead of being on a full-time contract? He is just brought in for special attraction purposes. Like I said, this is just a theory. It's a conspiracy theory at this point. It's, like I said, a 0.001% chance of happening. But what do you guys think? Do you think that maybe they get put on Legends contracts? Do you think maybe they'll be used as like special attractions, so brought back into moments and just not on a full-time contract? Could they possibly be forming some kind of group behind the scenes and it's all everybody being worked, including the people in the locker room? Everybody's getting worked. Is that what's happening? Or is it just TKO is a business and they're trying to keep a budget going? I have a belief that even though Triple H is head of talent relations, that TKO has a very strict budget for talent. And so in wanting to bring new people in, like the potentially Mariah May coming, they have to make cuts other places because they have a cap on how much can be spent. And R-Truth at 53 and Carlito at almost 50, it's easier to push them to maybe a Legends deal or let them go somewhere else where they can make money than keeping them around and not being able to sign the new talent like Mariah May. What are your thoughts? Let me know down in the comments below. As always, don't forget we have our Monday Night Raw watch along tonight. So make sure you join our Discord, join us on all the places that we chat so we can chat with us, and we will see you tonight.